mold with the powerful protection of the all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. With superior staying power, Excalia keeps your peanuts from being conquered by white mold, even under heavy pressure. So ask your local retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll start the day with areas of fog, otherwise sunshine, patchy clouds, a high of 81 to 84. Clear to partly cloudy and mild this evening, low tonight 61 to 65. Then partly sunny and mild tomorrow, high Wednesday 80 to 83. Thursday and Friday both will be mostly sunny, high Thursday 65 to 71, high Friday 67 to 71. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to hour number 2 of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. I am coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City Beautiful, Ocala, Florida. On a hump day. That's right, it is midweek. It's a little warm today, muggy. High is going to get up to the 80-degree mark here in Ocala, but then a cold front moves in, taking us to 65 degrees for the high tomorrow and Friday before we start trending warmer again over the weekend. It's supposed to be a gorgeous weekend, sunny and warm. 75 degrees will be the high on Saturday and Sunday. So looking forward to a good weekend, but looking forward to a good finish of the week too. In the 10 o'clock hour here on this radio station, we'll have E.J. Nieves. He is the artist who has been assigned or been tasked to paint the mural on the wall that separates the front door of the radio station and the front door of the Paddock Mall's food court. That wall that separates those two entrances, EJ is going to paint a mural on it. We're going to talk to him about that at 10 o'clock. I saw this story this morning and I went, yep. That's why I said it's all about licensing. A 3-year-old girl remains hospitalized in critical condition. She's got a brain bleed on each side of her head. That's right, a brain bleed on each side of her head. The Ocala Police Department has arrested Detalia Lewis, her mother, for the abuse. She was beaten. She beat her daughter. She was released from the Marion County Jail on Monday. She posted a $5,000 bond. Police went to the residence to investigate a child having seizures. Child had multiple bruises on her body. She was taken to the hospital. At the hospital, police officials told the child had a seizure. Her eyes were bruised. Lewis said she struck the child, but not in the head. Lewis's boyfriend told police the girl will frequently disciplined due to her behavior. She's 3 years old. On the day in question, he said, Lewis used a belt and the child was tossing and turning, trying to avoid to be hit, so she may have got hit in other places besides the intended area. You think? So now we got a 3-year-old girl in critical condition in the hospital, a 24-year-old mom charged with child abuse. The child has a brain bleed on each side of her brain. Not one side, both sides of her brain. multiple bruises and contusions, eyes are bruised. That's bad parenting, folks. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's bad parenting. But what do we expect? We don't give anybody training on how to become parents. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to get in on the conversation. I have said ad nauseum that I believe there should be some sort of instructional class that comes with a certificate of completion that says they've been through the prerequisite courses to now do motherhood and fatherhood. We have to take a book. You remember this? You remember when this life-changing event, when you get that paper book from the Florida Department of Transportation. And at 14, you start reading it, because at 15, you can get your learner's permit. That was like a rite of passage when I was a kid. And at 15, I went and sat in that little desk at the DOT, at the FDOT office. And I took the test about yield signs and slippery when wet signs and who has the right of way at four-way stops and how do you deal with a yield sign and merge signs and what do these traffic signs mean? What do these traffic light mean? What do you do in this situation? And I took that written test and I passed it. And now they gave me this little learner's permit that meant with an adult in the car during daylight hours, I could operate a motor vehicle. Yep, I could get behind the wheel of a car, and I could drive. And then I go back in a year later, and they put me in with an instructor, with a test monitor in the car with me, and I pulled away from the curb, Cobb County, Georgia, went around the Marietta Square, drove around the square in Marietta during traffic hours, noon, about 12:30. I remember it like it was yesterday. Got right by the little teenage dance club there that was on the square, which was in an old movie theater. And the guy said, see that parking spot there? Parallel park in that parking spot for me. So I pulled up to the next car in front of me, halfway up, got my door right near there, pulled back, started to turn in the wheels, and parallel parked like a champ. Went back to the DOT. They gave me this nice license with my picture on it, and I was legal to drive a car without any help, no parents. But I'd taken two separate tests, a written one and a driving one, to drive a car, an inanimate object that I could put in motion. But at the same age of 16, I could have had a child. Nobody cares whether I knew what to do with a child, how to raise a child, how to take care of a child. Nobody cares. You'll figure it out. And that's what happened here. Here's a woman who was left to figure it out. And she figured beating her child was the answer. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Jim. My parents were married in the Catholic Church, and they received counseling before their wedding day. I'm pretty sure that had an effect on how me and my sister and my brother were brought up successfully.
They were counseled on how to be parents.
Yeah, imagine that.
There's a novel idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for the call.
All right, have a good day.
That's my point. I mean, my whole counseling on how to be a parent was making sure that me and my partner that was assigned to me by my biology teacher didn't drop an egg for a week. I'm not making that up, folks. A lot of people my age remember the egg parenthood part of biology. But that's what leads to situations now where parents aren't equipped to take care of children because the way they learn to parent, you learn to parent from your parents. My mother was abusive. My mother, if she lived in this day and age, right now in this day and age, my mother, God rest her soul, if she was alive right now and we were kids again, she would be facing all kind of prosecution. Okay? I could tell you horror stories about child abuse. That's why these kind of stories aggravate me. Because my mom's excuse, when I confronted her with it in my 20s, her excuse was, I did the best that I knew how to do given the experiences I had. Which meant it's not my fault, it's your grandmother's fault. I learned how to parent by watching her. As I assume a lot of people learned how to parent that way. That's why I made a conscious decision in my 20s not to be a parent. Because I was deathly afraid that I had learned to be a parent from a woman who used extension cords and pieces of fan belt to whip us with. Beat us is basically what she did. But not everybody uses that kind of common sense to exercise, to know that maybe you don't have the right skill set to be a parent. Obviously, this woman didn't have the right skill set. The child has a brain bleed on each side of her head. She gets beat frequently with a belt because of her misbehavior. She's 3 years old. I have there's a special place in hell for people like that. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. If you want to get in on the conversation, 622-9622 is the number to call. We'll be right back after this timeout. WOCA, The Source.
I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene and Debbie thank you for another successful year and to wish you and yours a year ahead full of health, faith, and compassion. In addition to our pasture mowing, we also offer fence line spraying for weed control and rototilling for your winter gardens. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
What you need is RoofMax. RoofMax is a revolutionary green roofing solution that can save you $10,000 or more by greatly extending the life of your existing roof. Here's how it works. Asphalt roof shingles have essential oils to keep them flexible and waterproof. Over time, this oil dries out, causing your roof to become brittle and slowly break apart. A RoofMax treatment saturates your roof with millions of microbeads, restoring flexibility and continued waterproof protection. It's like a skin moisturizer for asphalt shingles. RoofMax treatments are guaranteed for 5 years, and repeating treatments can extend your roof's life for up to 15 years for a fraction of the cost of replacement. RoofMax uses satellite measurement software to provide a hassle-free, contact-free price quote over the phone in under 5 minutes. No in-person house call required. Get your instant quote by calling 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Well, you've heard us say this before, but it's worth repeating. Right now, in the wintertime, is the best time to plant trees in this part of Florida. Best of all, Bob Wines brings you this money-saving deal. Pick out a tree, any shade tree, from large to super large to humongous at Bob Wines' super low prices, and get a second one just like it for half price. Nobody else offers this deal. Hurry for the best selection. Great deals this week's at Bob Wines. A closeout on Drift Roses, Ocala's favorite, just $15.99. Dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, blooming right now, just $3.99. Flowering annuals, a flat of $18 for just $19.99. And by all means, don't miss the Camellia Show Spectacular, spread out all over this 5.5-acre garden. The time is now. The place is Bob Wines Camellia Garden.